overthinking and how to deal with it. Hey, ever feel like your mind just won't stop and you're constantly overthinking everything? Don't worry, you're definitely not alone. Overthinking can sneak up on all of us, and before we know it, we're stuck in a loop of endless thoughts. But here's the good news, we're going to break it down together. In this video, I'll walk you through some real examples of overthinking and share simple techniques to get a handle on it. And at the end, we'll even do a short breathing exercise to calm your mind. So stick around. It's going to be good. Recognize and accept your overthinking. The first step in overcoming overthinking is to simply notice it. It might sound basic, but sometimes we're so caught up in our thoughts that we don't even realize we're overthinking. So what can we do? Take a moment to pause and acknowledge that it's happening. It's like saying to yourself, okay, my mind's in overdrive right now. And that's completely fine. Recognizing this is the key to taking back control. Let's say you're replaying a conversation with a friend over and over, wondering if you said the wrong thing. The moment you catch yourself in that loop, try telling yourself, this is just my mind overthinking. What's done is done, and I don't need to keep analyzing it. You'll be surprised at how this small action can calm you down. Shift your focus with distractions. Once you've noticed your overthinking, it's time to give your brain something else to do. Engaging in a different activity, something physical or creative, can help shift your focus. It's all about breaking that thought cycle. Let's break this down. Imagine you're overthinking a work presentation coming up. Instead of letting your mind run wild with worst-case scenarios, try going for a walk, listening to your favorite song, or doing something that helps ground you. Physical activities work wonders for getting out of your head. Use mind-clearing techniques. If distractions aren't cutting it, sometimes you need to go a little deeper. Mind-clearing techniques like meditation or deep breathing are great ways to bring you back to the present moment. These techniques teach your mind to slow down and refocus. Here's an example. After a hectic day, take 5 minutes to sit down, close your eyes and focus on your breath. You don't have to be an expert meditator. Just inhale deeply and exhale slowly. As you do this, remind yourself that thoughts will come and go, and that's totally fine. Each breath is a reset. Break things down into smaller steps. Overthinking usually happens when something feels too big or overwhelming. It's like staring at a giant mountain and not knowing where to start. Breaking things down into smaller, manageable steps makes it less daunting and more achievable. Let's say you have a big project due at work. Instead of obsessing over how you'll get everything done, break it into small tasks. Start with research, then outline, and finally tackle the writing. One step at a time, and before you know it, you're moving forward without getting stuck in your head. Get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. Sometimes overthinking happens because your brain is trying to hold on to too much information at once. Writing things down helps to clear up mental space and gives you a better perspective on whatever's troubling you. Example: if you're stuck deciding between two big life choices, try writing down the pros and cons of each. Seeing it all laid out can make things a lot less overwhelming and may even highlight a decision that feels more right. Let go of perfectionism. A lot of our overthinking comes from wanting everything to be perfect. We worry about every little detail, and before we know it, we're paralyzed by our own thoughts. The truth is, nothing in life is perfect, and that's okay. For example, if you're working on a new project and you find yourself obsessing over every tiny detail, remind yourself that progress is better than perfection. You don't have to get it all right the first time, just keep moving forward. Focus on what you can control. Another big reason for overthinking is worrying about things that are out of our control. Instead of letting these thoughts consume you, it's helpful to focus on what you can actually change. Let's look at this in practice. If you're anxious about an upcoming exam, focus on your preparation. You can't control what questions will be asked, but you can control how well you study. Shifting your focus to what's within your power reduces anxiety and helps you feel more grounded. Seek support when needed. Sometimes, overthinking can get overwhelming to the point where it feels like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle. And that's when it's important to reach out. Whether it's a close friend or a therapist, talking things out can really help clear up those mental clouds. If you're dealing with a big life decision and can't seem to stop thinking about it, sharing your concerns with someone can give you a fresh perspective. Sometimes, just saying your thoughts out loud can make them feel more manageable. Okay, so now that we've gone over these strategies, I want to finish up with something super simple but incredibly effective, a breathing technique called 4-7-8. It's great for calming your mind and grounding yourself, especially if you feel overwhelmed. Here's how it works. First, breathe in slowly through your nose, counting to 4 in your mind. Then, hold that breath while counting to 7. And finally, exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 8 in your mind. As you exhale, let go of any tension you feel in your body and mind. You can do this a few times, and trust me, each breath will leave you feeling a little more relaxed. It's a great tool to use when overthinking gets the better of you and you need a quick reset. By practicing these tips and using the breathing technique whenever you need it, you'll start to notice a difference. Remember, it's all about taking small steps and being kind to yourself along the way. You've got this. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these tips help you find a little more peace in your day-to-day life. Remember, overcoming overthinking is a journey, and you don't have to do it alone. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need it. Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself.